Hello everyone, Vin Ravens here. Today I wanted to cover kind of a special set for the PlayStation 2, mostly because of, if you guys know, Akira Toriyama actually recently died, and he was the main art producer and designer for a lot of the artwork for Dragon Ball Z, the anime series. So I kind of wanted to make this as a commemoration video as well, and showcase every Dragon Ball Z related item that I do own for the PlayStation 2. So let's go ahead and get started. So first one I kind of wanted to cover is basically the greatest hits titles on the left hand side. Let me go ahead and get these moved over here so I can reach them. First one we have is the Dragon Ball Z Budokai. This was released in greatest hits because it sold very well, and actually most of these did on the PlayStation 2. These are really fun games from my childhood. So I wanted to do a video on it. I do believe he did pass, Akira did, March 1st of this year. And I know a lot of people are making videos for it. So I wanted to make a kind of a commemoration video as well. Kind of covering all of the different artworks on the PlayStation 2 that I do own. This one is Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. These are actually really fun games if you guys have never had the chance to play any of the Dragon Ball Z series. We'll be covering the box sets last. I guess I should compare a few of these. This is Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. This one actually has the Japanese version or the alternate art, only in greatest hits. If I showcase really quick, interrupting. That's what the black label looks like, the American version. The art style is a little bit different. It should have a matching manual and disc as well. Continuing on is the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi series. I always thought the names of these were a mouthful if you say them 10 times fast. Alrighty, on to the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. Let's see if we can get this to... There we go. And I've always loved the anime series for it. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. So I finally decided to make a video covering basically every different variation on the PlayStation 2 for the NTSC North American region. As you can see, there's 3 different variants for Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and that game is kind of ridiculously priced. Alrighty, let's go ahead. I'm going to move this, turn this stack this way. Start covering the black labels. Dragon Ball Z Budokai, the non-greatest hits version. Then we have Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. This one does have a, if you can see it on the camera, kind of a holographic or rainbow foil look. So does the spine. Then we have Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. And getting back into the Tenkaichi series, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi. I actually really liked the Tenkaichi series. I think 2 or 3 was probably my favorite. I know my best friend liked 2 for this series. So this one right here I believe was his favorite. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. I feel like I'm going to butcher the name eventually if I keep rapidly saying these names. Alrighty, and continuing on, here's one that's probably not as well known in the series, Dragon Ball Z Infinite World. Definitely some really fun titles. Dragon Ball Z Sagas. They've made so many of them. And the last one, Dragon Ball Z Super. I believe every one of these are made by Atari. Alrighty, and then we have the two variants for it, one with the bonus disc and one without. I'm going to cover the one without the bonus disc first. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Doesn't have the bonus disc banner at the bottom like this title does. And the final one with the included bonus disc. This one is probably the most expensive out of any of the single titles. And the spine has the P for promotional, since it does include a, I believe it's a bonus anime DVD for best fights, which makes this absurdly expensive. Alrighty. Now we have, let's cover some of the beautiful box sets. Let's go ahead and cover the trilogy pack first. So on PlayStation 2, there is a Dragon Ball Z trilogy for the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 1 and 2, and then it also comes with Dragon Ball Z Super. As you can see, it does have the serial on the spine. So this is an official triple pack. Now, a lot of these do say, for like the reverse of the UPCs, this is, I believe, one of the only trilogy packs, I think there's one or two, that most of the UPCs will say part of a set. This set did not, so if you're missing a copy, you know, one of the single games in here, you know, they don't say P3 or anything after the number, so you could pick up any copy and just use it as a placeholder, and pretty much no one would know. Very fun series. Alright, then we have probably one of the oddest box sets as far as shape goes in PlayStation 2. I wish I could have found a better box. I did pick this up pretty early on in my PlayStation 2 era of collecting. It does have a holographic Dragon Ball on the inside with the limited edition. I'm not going to open this pack. It's kind of a pain to get everything out. There is a little chibi Broly, I believe, inside, and a few other things. Exclusive Broly, bonus DVD, and then the game, of course, as well, and a trailer video. If you want to see that in depth, I did make a single video, I believe, on it, so go ahead and check that out on my channel. And then one of my favorite kind of like grails I do own for the PlayStation 2 is the kind of a Mexico regional exclusive. So this is a Latin American exclusive. It is Super Fighter Special Edition, which actually kind of has like an amalgamation of 3 different kind of like fighting games. I really enjoy this. I can get the camera to focus again. There we go. So the back is in Spanish. This was basically sold in Mexico from a game store called Game Planet. And I believe Centerjex was the main publisher for this kind of like odd variation on the PlayStation 2. It is definitely the rarest of the trilogy packs in North America, and pretty much almost impossible to find these days. I have kept my spare copy, and then I have my main copy that I use for displaying, which is in much better shape. Just kind of like the ESA Foundation trilogy pack that was kind of a charity pack. This one is accurate with the 2 greatest hits titles. Kind of does throw some people off, but this is exactly and the same order that this would have been sold if it was sealed. This is the correct order, correct orientation and everything. I do believe they might have been originally sold as well in Brazil, but since that's so far south for me, I don't really have too many resources down in that area. I do have a few buddies in Mexico, and they definitely helped me over the years of finding different things. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys for this video. We're going to miss you, Akira. If you're a fan, you guys will know what I mean. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.